YouTube, what up, man? It's your boy AD. I'm back to you another video. Now, last time we talked about Battlefield, but the main thing in our last video was talking about just some tips and tricks of streaming, what to look out for, what you should be doing, tips, hints, tricks, whatever you want to call it. You know, coming from somebody who was a partner on Mixer, yeah, I said it. Who was also a partner on Facebook, yeah, I said it. Things had to change. Now, that we're back into the gaming aspect of things, I want to talk about Battlefield 6. This one right here is for things that have been happening over the last few days since Battlefield's Redsec BR has come out and made its appearance. So over these last few days, I've been playing the hell out of it. Me and my boy, that I'm pretty sure if y'all haven't seen the short already, I'll have it linked or whatever I got to do so y'all can check that out. Funny as shit. But Redsec has been hella fun for me. I've enjoyed it, even if I'm running with randoms. If I got other people that I don't typically run with that I'm running with, it's fun. It's something different. There's still that essence of Firestorm from Battlefield 5 that is, of course, in it because of the storm, aka the fire circle that is in the game. If you get too close to it, it will burn you. So you're slowly losing health off of that. And then, of course, if it touches you, it's over. It's wraps. You're not getting out of that. So it's that immersion that you feel, like those late game situations, especially if you're in that last circle and you're trying to get those final kills. It is hella epic, hella tough. I think right now, me and my boy doing duos. I think we're at like 11 or 12 wins right now. It's nothing crazy, but it's just been fun, something to do. However, other people don't feel that way. I don't know why. Some of it, I feel like it's just a bunch of people from Call of Duty are just like, we don't want to see this game succeed. Some of it, I feel people might genuinely feel this way. I don't know, me personally, but over the last few days on Steam, the reviews for the game has started turning into mostly negative. Now, before we continue into this, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't done so already, share upload as much as possible, and comment down below and let me know what you're thinking so far of Battlefield 6, as well as Redsec, the BR that is a part of Battlefield 6 as well. Also, I live stream every single day on Twitch, twitch.tv/AyeDeon. Be a part of the streams where we play Call of Duty, Battlefield, and NBA 2K. So, now, the game is up to mostly positive. So, things have changed around, and I think a lot of that turned into people, you know, either A, changing their mind, or B, it's being reviewed differently by other people who are like, all right, we can't allow this to happen, so let's change the narrative about the game and what it's about. So, that's just kind of where we're at right now, as of just these past couple of days where things have changed. Like this one, pay $74 for the game to hit you with a battle pass ad every time you launch it. Great. I can understand that, but you do that with Call of Duty every time it drops. And I'm a Call of Duty guy, but every time Call of Duty comes out with a new battle pass, the first thing they hit you with is this long ass trailer that, of course, you can skip, thankfully. And then when you load it up, there's something new in the store every 2 seconds. So they end up trying to smack you with something new. Then they'll put like a free reward that's in there. So you have to go look at the store and possibly go buy something. So I don't know why we're worried about that. This one right here. Fell for it again, award goes to us. Season 1 skins are actually hugely disappointing. So much for let's keep it real, keep it grounded. That's exactly 2 weeks we were straight up lied to. Panopticon is simply awful and ruins the entire atmosphere of the game. Edit. Originally I said that the battle pass is 25, but people have mentioned that it's actually just 10 if you only get the pass and not be a pro. My mistake. Stop putting bright yellow, green, orange on every new skin. It looks terrible. So I do know on my engineer, one of the skins that's from the past, I believe, has like the orange mags that are on its chest, on its vest. They're not bright orange. They're more of like a tinted orange, because what did Battlefield do? They went and listened. They understood, okay, people don't like this. We did say we want to keep it a little bit more grounded. Let's tone it down. So there's like a huge bright green on a lot of the skin that was going to be coming out, I believe for Monster or something like that. They toned it down to a point where it's like a dark green. It's not as bright at all because of the complaints that people were talking about. Now, when it came down to this new map that he's talking about, Blackwell Fields, not only the worst map in the game, but likely one of, not the worst maps on Battlefield's history. I'm inclined to agree a little bit with it. It's very open, and the fact if you're playing Conquest or something like that, oh, it's raps, because there's so many tanks in the game, and a lot of people are running engineer now. The people that do run support don't know how to run support. It seems like half the time they're just kind of just standing there watching you bleed out, or they see you, but they're like, I'm gonna go the other direction. That you take that grenade assault, that is the multiplayer. I think that's why I've started kind of getting into the battle royale a little bit more, because now you have to work together in some form or fashion. That's just me. To me, the maps in general aren't that bad. I think a lot of people feel like they become, I think certain modes don't fit well with certain maps. And I think that's where, like Mirag Valley Breakthrough, Rush. I think Breakthrough is probably the worst one I've done, especially if you're on the attacking side, because it's like you can't, unless you have a full team, I mean absolutely dedicated to pushing each particular side, or you got somebody else coming out the woodwork just smoking everything out and you're able to get in there, you're not gonna win it. There's so many games like I hop into that I've played and it's been completely awful, to a point where I'm like, you know what, I ain't even worried about winning the game. I'm gonna sit and snipe. And when it comes down to playing like Conquest and stuff on that map, I enjoy it because there's certain spots that are really enjoyable to kind of post up, grab a sniper, get your headies. Because sniping on Battlefield is the most satisfying thing. To me, that's the most satisfying part of Battlefield, is where sniping really takes things to a next level if you figure it out. Especially like with bullet drops, you start hitting those long range shots. You're like, damn, I didn't master it. Yada yada. Shit's fun. Imagine buying a game for $70 and after 2 weeks they drop a battle pass for $25. What a joke. It's the same person, ain't it? No, it's not even the same person. But again, you're saying this, Call of Duty does the same shit. And they have Black Sale, which is $30. And the regular battle pass, all you need is $10, like other dudes said. It's just 1,100, I believe 1,100 battle points. Or Battlefield coins. Whereas Call of Duty, it's 1,100 COD points, or $30 for Black Sale, which a lot of people pay for anyway to get the extra skips and extra skins. I get it, because it gets you extra shit. You're getting points on top of that too, COD points. But let's keep it how it is, and understanding like you're nitpicking at this point by doing this and not realizing you're literally just shitting on the game you're coming from playing. But I'm just happy that this has changed, and I need people to realize that Battlefield is not meant for the competitor. It's more so for the person that wants to come home from work or just wants to get some dope ass clips. It's always been that way. Battlefield has never been to be taken to a point of seriousness to where like you have to shit on it so much and compare it to another game. Battlefield has its perks. It has its quirks. There are things about Battlefield 6 that I'm not a fan of. I feel like personally the plating system could be a little bit faster in animation, just a tad. Didn't have to be super fast. Like going assault, and once you get one of the proficiencies is armor plating goes up 33%. So a lot of people are going to start running assault more. However, I've noticed while playing duos with my boy, I run engineer, he's running support. We're having good amount of ammo. He can get reses quicker. I go out when I'm as an engineer, I get a defib. I already have a rocket on me. He has the support bag, so if I need more rockets, it helps kind of speed up the process a little bit. We're making sure we got plenty of ammo, we got health. It's a good hand in hand to play the game for Redsec. It works out a lot easier that way. Now, another thing that people were complaining about was the challenges since Redsec came out. They felt as though they didn't want to do challenges that were centered around Redsec because they didn't want to play that mode. They felt like they were missing out, where if you had to do daily challenges for that, they're not getting their XP, and a lot of people trying to get that XP. I know that somebody has already hit level 200 already. Damn, my boy. And I'm pretty sure at some point in time they probably hit the XP bot farm lobbies, which is highly possible. I don't know many people that didn't at least attempt it. Get as far as you can, then the rest you do whatever. Not to mention, if you're playing Redsec, you get hella XP. If you get all the secured intels that you can find around, that gives you like 500 XP every time that you get one, maybe more than that. Opening up crates, looting, and everything else, like you get more and more XP as you're playing. The kills, survival, excuse me, while you're in the late games. And then if you get a win, like I think the most I had out of XP was 115 or 120,000 XP off of just one game. It's insane the amount of XP you can get playing it. So people that are kind of like trying to get that XP farming and stuff like that, get used to playing Redsec. If you don't want to just deal with the multiplayer like conquest and stuff like that, you can do that, of course. Like, go play the objective, especially if you're on support. Play the objective. Make sure to keep rezzing everybody consistently. Get your kills on top of that. Or you can play recon, play the objectives, use a different gun maybe besides a sniper if you want to. And you can just spot people on top of that. There's extra points added up more and more and more and more as you're playing the game. There's all types of different ways. But going back to the challenges, they even decided, you know what? Reroll challenges system adjustment. We made adjustments to the reroll challenges system. Now we're rerolling a challenge. The change will prevent Battlefield 6 players from receiving a challenge that can only be completed in Redsec. Redsec players will continue to receive additional challenges that can be completed in Redsec when rerolling a challenge. Which challenge you gain after rerolling will still be random. Now, why are we still complaining? Like, they're listening to you. Because I know a lot of people probably didn't want to go play Redsec. They don't want to play the BR. I think a lot of people were tired of BRs. I mean, hell, I was too. And then this came out and I was like, damn, I'm kind of interested. And it's kind of what I really want to play the most right now. Like, I still play 2K. I played it today, but I played Redsec directly after that. And I'm like, damn, I miss playing it today. After this video, I'm going to go play Redsec because why the hell not? It's fun. I may get irritated if I'm with some randoms, but communication is gonna be very key when you're playing. It doesn't matter who it is. It's all about being able to communicate things, mark shit, play as a team. Sometimes people don't realize, like, you can go in it dolo and do whatever you want, but at the end of the day, if you can communicate with a team and you have a solid team to run with, it makes things so much easier, man. I mean, it's insane, like, the game's edge in that right now. And it's not about just shit talking people. It's really just about coming on here, getting some fire ass clips and having fun, bro. Like, I understand this whole concept of, like, you know, it's not competitive, It can be, but at the end of the day, nobody's in it to be competitive. They want to play the game. They want to learn different things. They want to learn how to fly the choppers. They want to learn how to fly jets. They want to learn how to snipe. They want to understand the bullet drop of sniping. They want to understand that they can control the bloom if they learn how to burst fire, tap fire, whatever you want to call it. There's so many different ways to enjoy the game. Now, when I did tell y'all, when it came down to the review bombs, it was review bombed 35% on Steam. And this is from Modern Warzone. If y'all don't know who that is on X, y'all are bugging. But legit, I do not like being forced to do challenges for the Battle Royale when I'm just interested in playing the base game. This was understandable. Keep it separate. They fixed it. Great. Happy for them. BO6 base multiplayer gets small maps with limited destruction. The BR gets a massive map with whole buildings coming down in water vehicles, which they spent more time making Conquest a true BF experience. Oh boy, like, are you actually playing the game? That's all I want to know. Yeah, the BR has this huge ass map to destroy everything. Multiplayer, literally, you can destroy almost an entire building itself. Maybe I'm bugging. Like, there's whole cranes you can destroy in fucking Mirak Valley. I don't expect buildings in Mirak Valley to be fully destroyed because that section in the middle of like B, C, and D, that area, that's the main points of the building. So I don't expect those to be destroyed by any means, because you can't move the points at that point. Like they're there. There's nothing you can do about that. You can break down some areas in it, but that's as far as you're gonna go, because unfortunately where they have the points set up, you can't really go about that. Now at the C objective on Mirai Valley, there's a house that's in front of the point. You can pretty much destroy that house, and there's another building off to the side right here. You can destroy that building, so there's no cover for anybody to be able to be protected at that point. So there's aspects that make it where it's being destructive and you can change the outlook of a game, but you can't expect, and I need people to understand, there's a different team that's doing the BR. I believe Ripple Effect, if I'm not mistaken, is the one that's doing the BR, and the main one focused on BR, versus the entirety of the game is fully produced by the other teams that are involved in it. So when you think of that, understand like the separation of content is gonna be there. One thing I will say, and I can understand maybe some people's gripes, is there's no solos. There's no solos and there's no trios. Me personally, I'm probably a little bit more salty that there's no trios, because sometimes I really only have 3 of us, and it would be a lot easier to just kind of get games that way, especially if you're still doing team games. It might be better to have trios. If you don't want to have solos, you don't have to have solos. But I can understand people's gripe of not having it, because some people just want to get on and play solo. They want to play by themselves if that's all they got. Nobody's online. They don't want to go talk to other people. I understand it. And I also think if they do add solos, it's going to add a lot of content for people. Like there's going to be the solo content of spectating as well. I think there's levels to it that people can really make happen at the end of the day. Now, another thing that was pointed out was that Battlefield Redsec is running on 30 hertz tick rate servers in like the start of the game. And of course, people pointed that out, but in the final circle, it's 60 hertz. So basically like the final fight is what they're calling it. That final circle, everything moves up to 60 hertz and everything's registered better on the tick rates and everything else like that. Now, if it's a progressive tick rate, that's actually pretty legit. So as you're getting further into the game, it gets better and better and better. However, a lot of people also don't know is that Warzone was only 20 hertz. I didn't even know that. Apparently, it's only been 20 hertz the entire time. And I think a lot of people didn't realize that. I think another small gripe that I've had has been controller settings, but I think I finally dialed something in. So if y'all want my controller settings, man, let me know in the comments below. Also, again, if you haven't done so, make sure to like up the video, subscribe if you haven't done so already. People also at one point were worried about the tanks. Tanks are not that bad in Redsec. Even if you have an engineer, like it's anywhere between 2 to 3 rockets at most. I can usually take out a rocket if I'm playing engineer. Now, of course, I already have my rocket with me. And one of the proficiencies is you can guide it while ADSing your rocket. So once you have that proficiency. So you could literally use your rocket, guide it at the tank, boom, try to hit the top of the tank where the turret is, or the side of it. Top and sides are usually a lot better to get the most damage out of it, especially the top of it, because it's a weaker spot and thinner spot. Try to knock that out the way, and you'll 9 out of 10 destroy that tank relatively quickly, because there's not enough time. Even with repairing it, the repairing to it is very slow in Redsec, so it's nowhere near as bad as people think it is, where we've won games based off us just taking out tanks. We'll take out 2 or 3 tanks in the game, and then it comes down to just gunplay, and the gunplay is really fucking good. Like, I personally enjoy it. I know everybody talks about the bloom and stuff like that, but if you know how to work things, man, like, just only thing I'm asking, man, and I'm gonna stop yapping. Give the game a chance, bro. Stop making it to be like, oh, this needs to be Call of Duty. Like, nothing needs to be Call of Duty at any point in time. I promise you. If you take the time out to learn the game, understand the game, what works for the game, it will make things so much fucking easier. But again, that's just me. So Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video, man. Let me know in the comments down below what you're thinking of Battlefield 6 and what you're thinking about Battlefield's Redsec Battle Royale gameplay so far. If you've been trying it out, if you like it, you don't like it, whatever the case may be. I appreciate y'all. Stay safe. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'll catch y'all next video, man. Peace.